I'm Rosie Meek. I'm a psychologist and I'm head of the Criminology and Sociology department at Royal Holloway. Most of my research involves working in prisons with prisoners and also with prison staff. And as a psychologist, I have a particular interest in looking at ways in which we can engage with prisoners and reduce the likelihood of them offending after they're released from prison. In England and Wales, we have a high population of prisoners. We have at the moment almost 85,000, which has almost doubled in the last 20 years. And in terms of population, that represents a city about the size of Bath. So we have most of those prisoners will eventually come out of prison. And as a psychologist, I'm interested in looking at ways that we can support them and intervene where necessary to reduce the likelihood of reoffending. So one of the ways we do that is looking at explanations for why people engage in crime in the first place. I have a particular interest in looking at various personality disorders, including narcissistic personality disorder. And I've been looking more recently at interventions based on working with people in prison and how we can evaluate those interventions and look at their effectiveness when people have come out of prison. My most recent book, Sport in Prison, looks at the role of physical activity and physical education historically in prisons, but also looks at how it can be used as a way of rehabilitating people and promoting education and enhancing both their mental health and their physical health. In terms of my teaching, I have a third-year option which is devoted to prisons, which is very popular with our undergraduate students on our 2-degree programmes, where I engage with students in explaining the theories of crime and punishment and the historical uses of prisons, both here and internationally. And I also have the opportunity to take them into prison establishments local to the university, where they get the opportunity to talk to staff and to prisoners, and to see how the research and the theoretical principles that we draw on are played out in practice in the real world.